over the past few weeks, Apple has accidentally leaked the existence of a ton of new products, from 3 new Macs being confirmed to new Beats, new AirPods, and a new Apple Watch band. There's seemingly a lot right around the corner, and I shouldn't even say seemingly here because Apple just straight up in the Find My app added 3 new Macs that aren't currently released. As spotted by AaronP613 over on Twitter, out of the blue about a week ago, the new Mac identifiers for Mac 14,8, Mac 14,13, and Mac 14,14 popped up in a list alongside the new M2 and M2 Pro Mac Minis. And what's interesting here is not only that these Macs don't currently exist, or that there's 3 of them that popped up at once, it's where they popped up in the Find My app specifically. See, in the Find My app, Apple categorizes Macs in a couple of different areas. One is a desktops list, and the other is a mobile laptops list. This would be like a MacBook Pro will notify you when you walk away from it, where you know a Mac Studio is a desktop, so you don't need to get that notification that pops up that says, hey, you left your Mac here. And these 3 new Macs that popped up in here, they were all added to the desktop looking section of the app, which seems to suggest that Apple does have 3 new Mac desktops right around the corner if they've added them to the back end of Find My. But what makes this so confusing is that credible sources have said that Apple doesn't have any desktops coming at WWDC in June, which is their next scheduled event, and the new Mac Pro and new Mac Studio, which would be the next Apple desktops that are supposed to be coming, those are going to be coming at the very end of the year at the earliest. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't really know what this means. It doesn't match up with what any credible leaks or rumors have said, and I literally would not be talking about it if it was not from Apple themselves. Apple says 3 desktops are coming soon. It's in the code. I just don't know what that means yet. Because confusingly, the one Mac that we've heard about that is just around the corner is a new 15-inch version of the MacBook Air. It's going to have an M2 chip inside. It's going to look really similar to the current version, but it's going to have a larger 15-inch display. And yes, I did say an M2 chip because we've gotten numerous reports from credible sources like Wilman Shi and Gurman that the M3 chip has been pretty heavily delayed and that Apple's not even going to be mass producing that until the later half of this year. And Mark Gurman tells us that this new MacBook Air is coming at WWDC 2023. Now, it's possible that this new identifier could be one of the ones on the list from before, and it's just coded in the desktop section for some reason right now. You know, saying that out loud, that actually sounds like the most realistic case scenario, that it's just placed in the wrong spot of the Find My app. So that's the Mac stuff. The fact that Apple is putting this in here, it's something's happening at DubDub. Whether it's an iMac, we do see the Mac Pro, or a new 15-inch MacBook Air. Something Mac is coming very soon. Now, before moving on with the rest of the video, I want to tell you about today's sponsor, which is SoftwareKeep. SoftwareKeep is a Microsoft certified partner who sells only 100% genuine Microsoft software. And with official retail keys and top-notch 24/7, 365 support, they are always there for you, and they don't use robots, so you actually get to talk to a human. From Microsoft Office to Microsoft 365 to full Windows keys, as well as antivirus software, you're getting all of these delivered within 30 minutes. And 100,000 different customers, this blew my mind, have rated the service 5 stars. And that's because SoftwareKeep gives you lifetime year-round protection on all purchases, as well as offering a 30-day money-back guarantee. Plus, there's tons of helpful how-to tips and tricks to help you out online once you've bought the product. And just for you guys, they're offering an extra 20% discount when you click on the link down below in the description and use code ATYT20. That's going to give you 20% off of your purchases, of course, excluding the subscriptions, antivirus, and cloud services. So a huge thank you to SoftwareKeep for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to it. Now, while we have all of this evidence pointing to new Macs being just around the corner from Apple and others, something that is just not a secret at all is the new Beats Studio Buds Plus from Apple, which have fully leaked out in their entirety with full details, full specs, and full images, and they are coming in May. And yet another crazy leak that appears to be accidental, a full page listing for these went up on Amazon, and they show the Beats Studio Buds Plus in a really sick looking, completely translucent case. You get to see entirely in the inside of these headphones. The case is translucent, the buds themselves are translucent, and I don't really see myself as a Beats person, but holy these are hot. Now, if somehow the transparent version isn't your thing, there is also going to be a black version. This is a full 360-degree video of the new Beats Studio Buds Plus that leaked a little bit ago, and they look extremely similar to the current version of Beats Studio Buds, but Apple's packing them actually with some pretty major upgrades. They're set to go on sale on May 18th at about $170, which is a little bit more expensive than the current Beats Studio Buds. to note that. On the buds themselves, they're going to feature 3 times larger microphones, so phone calls and other audio should sound better when you're talking. And they've also got up to 1.6 times as much active noise cancellation and up to twice as good transparency mode as the original Studio Buds. The battery life is also getting better on these. Apple's upgrading it from 24 hours of total listening time with charging it and then throwing them in the case to 36 hours of listening time, and this is USB-C on the case. Like, this sounds really impressive. And they're also going to be IPX4 water resistant, and there's 4 different ear tip sizes from extra small all the way up to large. These are a pretty good deal. Now, they don't have as many features as AirPods Pro 2, but for $170 with all of this and the transparent casing, these look pretty really good. Now, I know I get some flack sometimes for saying confirmed, so if you don't believe the entire literal Amazon listing that was up that has been taken down, they were also confirmed in FCC filings, and Apple straight up leaked them themselves in the beta of iOS 16.4 a couple of months ago. So May 18th, look out for these, and while I did not picture myself to buy any Beats this year, I don't think I can resist at least taking a look at the new transparent design. On the flip side, if you're looking to get new AirPods soon, we got a leak a couple months ago in iOS 16.4 in the same beta that revealed the existence of Beats Studio Buds Plus for the first time, that new AirPods and a new AirPods charging case were coming. Since then, though, we've heard nothing, and I thought it would be AirPods Max, considering that the shipping time for AirPods Max is a little bit slower than the rest of the models, which usually indicates a refresh somewhat soon. But to this day, we haven't seen new AirPods, so it's looking increasingly likely that this could just be a new version of AirPods Pro 2 with a new charging case that has USB-C instead of Lightning on the bottom. And I think it's possible Apple could drop this new AirPods Pro case alongside the Beats Studio Buds, or at least release them sometime before September when the iPhone 15s come out, because adding a new model of AirPods this early into iOS and doing nothing with it just doesn't add up. And finally, guys, let's wrap up with something fun. Every year, Apple releases a new version of the Pride Band. They've been doing this for a number of years now. It's always something bright, it's always something cool, and this year we have already seen this leak out. Apple releases a new version every year in May, and here is the new look for 2023. Apple is going with a new confetti design for the band. It's going to be white with a bunch of different color-shaped pills around it, and the watch face is going to match, of course. We also have a look at that. This comes courtesy, again, of Aaron P613 over on Twitter. I don't know what vents Aaron is crawling through, but he's finding a lot of information early. I actually really like the design of the Pride Band, although I will say at first glance, I thought that this was a picture of literal bacteria crawling around. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the design here. It just also looks like it could be a little bit of E. coli crawling around on your band. I'm really sorry if I ruined the Pride Band for you before it even came out. I'm sure Apple's images are going to look better. This is also just like a weird flat perspective of it. A band should be seen in 3D, not 2D. As I mentioned earlier, there is a lot coming. Expect both the band and the Beats Studio Buds Plus in May, and then the new AirPods sometime between now and September, and the new Mac for sure one in June at WWDC. The release dates are right around the corner. So much of this is just confirmed, and if you're excited about all of this, then come see me live on Tuesday, June 6th for my live reactions to WWDC 2023, along with John Prosser, Luke Miani, and Noah Rubin. This one night only, very special live and in-person event is brought to you by my friends over at Clean My Mac. You guys know them, you love them, they help keep your Mac clean, running at peak performance. I installed it on my Macs and they last forever because Clean My Mac is the best. Guys, tickets to the show are available down below at geniusbargoesdark.com. Get them before the tickets go away. We're so excited to meet you guys, and we'll see you on June 6th. That is all for this video. There's so much cool stuff happening in the next couple months, and I will see you all in my next video. Peace.